Sports Podcast. My name is Taylor McLean, and we're already on the clock as the fourth pick of this draft, and it should be exciting. I'm already. It's a SuperFlex draft, so I got to get after it here, and I've got to go between Joe Burrow and Justin Fields. It looks like, and you know what? I haven't gotten any Joey B yet, so I'm looking at Joey here. Oh, apparently I just got auto picked Justin Fields. So decision made for me right there. Interesting, but ominous start. I'll be honest. It said I had a lot. It said I had 5 minutes until the draft starts. Actually, it still says right here that I have 3 minutes left, but that's okay. We're good with Justin Fields' start there. This is a super flex league, so this is going to require two quarterbacks here. So we are the fourth pick. I don't know if I got that actually right on the stream initially. Let's see here. Let me get that changed. Screw it. It's already, what's done is done. All right, so it's coming back around. We've had our first running back or non-quarterback taken. It is going to be a little different. This is the only draft that they're doing right now in really in any of the places that I draft. I'm looking forward to Yahoo drafting here pretty shortly, but until that happens, they don't really do anything until the draft happens. So it's happened fast and furious here. Looks like we had Justin Jefferson. And then Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, that's a little later than he's been going. He's been kind of all over the place. And one of the problems with drafting where I'm drafting is that a lot, kind of like the elite quarterbacks kind of end at Trevor Lawrence. And you got to stare down Dak. You got to stare down Deshaun Watson, Tua, Daniel Jones, which are definitely not the bossier options. Let's see here. Where am I? I've still got a ways to go here, which is not great, but it is what it is. Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, not surprising. That's kind of the big three right there as far as the fantasy picks go. Is those three guys pretty 100% of the time? Not 100, but most of it. There's the guys that are left right now in the middle there. Let's see here. All right, Deshaun Watson off the board. That's a decision I haven't been relish making, like picking Deshaun Watson recently. He didn't look great last year, so glad to have him kind of out. I was thinking about Dak. Maybe I'm a Cowboys homer, but I mean I think I would take Dak in a heartbeat probably there. So that does take that off the board. Let's see here. There goes Tyreek and Travis Kelce. Oh, it's our turn. Let's see here. I think I am going to go with A.J. Brown. Am I on autopilot? What's going on here? Why can't I draft? Apparently the draft starts in 17 seconds. I'm not sure why it's not letting me draft anything. That's fun. Oh, and now I've auto-picked Tua Tagovailoa, so this should be an interesting way to start, is having my picks auto-picked for me. So it's always fun for the stream to have a draft that doesn't necessarily represent you, but that's okay. We're a trooper, and you know what? With this being two quarterback, it's okay to have your first two picks be quarterback. I'm probably going to have at least 3 or 4 in this scenario here because it's super flex and these guys make up a big part of the points here. So we gotta stock up, even though apparently I was not in control there for a little bit. I'm still not in control. If I can't draft this next one, I have to call this stream here. I'm not sure why it's being that way. Let's get in here. Because we're about to pick again, and if I pick a quarterback, I'm going to be pissed. Hoping for A.J. Brown. Bijan would also be acceptable. Saquon, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae. There goes A.J., of course. Let's see here. Okay, good. It's going to let me draft now, so that's exciting. That's an exciting turn of events. I'm actually going to go... You know what? I'm going to go Homer here. I'm going to go C... No, I am going to go Devontae. You know, wide receiver right here. I can't believe... That's so weird. It was... it kept saying I had a certain amount of time between the draft. Tua and Justin Fields is kind of a weak start, to be honest with you. But Devontae, that's a pretty good prize for the third round. He's been going a lot more in the a little bit higher, but AJ kind of jumps him right there. Bijan, that's not surprising. Get ready to have to draft Bijan pretty high up if you're going to do it. Oh, shoot, the thing's off. Of course it is. And of course you can't see it. Great. Let's get this straightened out here. Doing stuff on the fly. Excuse the determined face. I'm trying to get everything straightened out here with the new format. There we go. Now we're seeing names and faces and stuff. All right. Let's get back in here. CeeDee Lamb, Saquon, Bijan, all the guys I was considering. A-Rod. Wonder if that's that guy's second. That's a good looking team. Got Justin Jefferson first, but that's fine. Okay. Tua, I'm not as stoked about that. There's a lot of things I wish I could have done there. Let's go back. What happened right after that? I was gonna take Diggs. I guess I would have ended up with a worse quarterback than Tua there. I guess Tua is kind of a risk, but I mean it is what it is at this point. We're not gonna lament it. All right. Not too many more picks until we pick again. That'll be great. Garrett Wilson has been going really high in this, and I think that's going to mean that I'm not going to get as much Garrett Wilson, but he could be dangerous with Aaron Rodgers, which we assume is going to happen, right? That's something I expect to happen, but we'll see if it actually does. Looking at running back, the reason I went wide receiver is because wide receiver thins out a little bit quicker, and you see here got Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, Tony Pollard. I'm good with going with any of those guys right there as far as being my first back. And then you know what else we're thinking about here maybe is if those guys all happen to go in front of us, maybe we think about Jalen Waddle to get us some stack right here. Because, I mean, if we're going down with the ship, we might as well go down as hard as possible with this Tua ship here. And in best ball, it's not as important in this one because it's all about the results as far as it's like a real fantasy league where first place with the playoffs and everything. But let's see. Where are we at? Okay. But still, it's good to have it in this one. Oh, there it goes. There goes that chance. Still, we were talking about running back anyway, and all of them are going to fall to us. I'm hoping for Nick Chubb or Josh Jacobs right here. There goes Geno. I have Geno going in a couple of things. Not bad in these super flexes to get a third quarterback. So I'll definitely think about that. There goes Brees, which gives us the freedom to take who we want here. Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb. New quarterback. I don't know. This is a tough one for me, honestly. Because, I mean, Josh Jacobs definitely led the league and everything. Nick Chubb. I'm gonna err with the Nick Chubb side here. Oh yeah. Also, I don't want to. I don't think I really wanted Josh Jacobs and Devonte Adams, so it's a good thing I balked there. Although, stacking isn't necessarily bad there, but still, I think I'm way better off with what I did there, so we're good. Let's see here. Sorry if you have left a comment or anything. I've been doing everything on the fly here, and I'm not great about checking that, so my apologies if I'm not conversing with your comment. Didn't look like there is anyway, so there you go. All right, so we're coming back up around here. And I could do anything right here with this pick. It's kind of coming around to that trash point in the third quarterback situation. I don't like Derek Carr all that much. I don't like Kyler Murray all that much coming off the ACL, even though he's a fantasy monster when he's good, right? There goes Jacobs and Olave. Also Russell Wilson off the board. I'm not super hype about taking Russell Wilson necessarily either. So this is working out just fine here. What do we got just in quarterbacks? Yeah, see, I'm much more apt to wait and take like Bryce Young or Kenny Pickett or Trey Lance or something like that later on. So let's see here. Oh, there's Bryce. Let's get. I'm thinking Tony Pollard if he makes it. Next guy doesn't have a running back though, so I'm thinking TP off the board maybe. T. Higgins, if he doesn't, let's do that. There goes Tony. Okay, ETN, T. Higgins. That's the choice right here. Do I have any stacking opportunities? Not really. It doesn't look like. No. Could go Ramondre too. That's interesting. Says we've got a ton of time, but this thing auto picks all the time. Let's go with T. Higgins. It's a pretty good value in the fourth round. There goes Derek Carr. Auto picked it basically, so he was super hoping I didn't take Derek Carr. You're welcome, buddy. You enjoy that. I'm not a super big believer in like Dennis Allen and the New Orleans Saints and their cap shenanigans to have Derek Carr at like $7 million, but that doesn't matter for fantasy football. Does matter for my salary cap dynasty though. That does affect that. Okay, so we're 10 picks away. What are we looking at? Could get into Mark Andrews and Hawkinsauce right there. Not as into that. Stafford, I do believe in Stafford to a sense. I like Najee to have a better year. Debo, Calvin Ridley, interested in him coming back. Mike Williams. How many does that give me in the Q7? DeAndre. I wonder where DeAndre is going to end up. That should be interesting to see where he actually goes. So the question is, what do I need to do quarterback-wise here coming up down the pipe? Because I'm going to have two picks that aren't back-to-back by any means, but looks like everybody in between me did a lot of quarterbacking. So looks like I'll probably have my pick of Bryce Young, Matthew Stafford, or Kenny Pickett coming through. And one thing I do like about Kenny Pickett, too, is that he stacks pretty easily. Like, there goes Bryce. Ooh, damn it. All right, there you go. I waited too long. You know what? I didn't wait too long on Bryce to get T. Higgins. I mean, that was T. Higgins or ETN. Dang, Debo, Samuel, Kyler. Options are thinning out here, people. We're not panicked, though. 5 picks away from me. Let's see here. Najee, that would be... Okay, I think I'm thinking about Najee and then Matthew Stafford on the way back, if that's how this breaks. Let's see how it goes. We got plenty left in quarterback to feel comfortable. Okay, we would be okay. It wouldn't be great. Like Matthew Stafford would definitely be. Oh, there goes Najee. Okay, we're 4 picks away. We can't be that upset. Okay, so maybe we do take Matthew Stafford. Live with what wide receiver is left. Let's see what else is left at wide receiver after these guys right here. Okay, This is one good thing about what I like. I like Christian Kirk is kind of buried right here. Oh, there goes Stafford. We'll shoot a monkey. Huh. There goes C.J. Stroud too. Ugh. Quarterback thinning out in a very significant way. Lots of wide receivers here that I like. Let's see. You know what? I think Kenny Pickett is low enough that it's going to stick around. I'm going to take Mike Williams. No, wait, hold on. Do any of them stack? No, they don't. Oh. Oh, we're taking Calvin Ridley. Took too long. Okay, I'm all right with that. All right. Wow, I'm off today, apparently. Doing too much talking, not enough drafting. Let's get back in here. All right, so hope is quarterback makes it back around. I'm thinking Kenny first. I still can't pull the trigger on Trey Lance, but I may have to. Okay, somebody pulled it for me. Okay, good. We need Kenny to make it back around. He's kind of buried here a little bit. Can't lean on Anthony Richardson to get like a starting job quite yet. We do have Devontae here. That makes Jimmy G a lot more interesting. All right, so one of those two is going to make it back, and we're going to take him. Is what's going to happen here. Even though there's a lot of really good wide receiver options here, I just got 3, so we're in great shape. You know what? Just for the stack and for the Devontae, I'm gonna take Jimmy G right here. Even though I do love Kenny Pickett. That's a tough one. Decision may get made for me right here. This guy only has 2, just like me. Nope, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna push it down the line a little bit. I'm not this SuperFlex thing. I'm not pushing it down the line. I'm taking one of them. It's like a coin flip. Oh man, there's so many good wide receivers right here, but they all kind of got taken up right in front of me. So let's, you know what? Let's go with the stack. Jimmy G. It's a very questionable quarterback team, but all 3 of those guys are rock solid starters. Like that is happening. And Jimmy G knows Josh McDaniel. Okay, I'm just talking myself into it now. Good Lord. All right, so you know what? I might have taken Daniel Jones if it was Tua, but he's also really hard to stack too. So you know what? It is what it is. We're not upset. All right, we're 11 picks away. Let's get queued up here. You know what? I would just because my quarterbacks are all super questionable, I might take Kenny right here. But you know, I really, really, really hope Miles Sanders Oh God, he's not gonna make it back. Come on, that's a pipe dream. We're gonna be talking discount running backs here. Yeah, there goes Miles Sanders right there. Maybe I should have been thinking about that, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy only has 1 quarterback. There's no way that any of those guys make it back. If Kenny makes it back, that makes it a mistake. But I just couldn't count on that. That's just not something I can count on. So it is what it is. Plenty of good to okay running back choices too, although they're getting just snapped up. And I only have Nick Chubb. That's no panic though here, people. No panic. We're gonna get one in this next one. I really like Jahmyr Gibbs, the rookie, but we might let him see if he makes it back. Kittle is also an option if he makes it back. Terry McLaurin. Probably gonna take a running back before I take Pitts or Jameson Williams. Drake London's an option. Named Jigba or Jackson or Smith and Jigba. I guess it. JSN, son. Those are pretty good options to be my 4th wide receiver, too. Wide receiver goes really fast in this. Like, we're already on wide receiver, what? That says 27, and Jahmyr Gibbs is running back 18. Jimmy G is quarterback 27. The SuperFlex thing throws this into a whole different ball game as far as what you're doing with the numbers here, but let's see here. How far down the line is Teo? We're 4 picks away here. What do we have? Oh, we had some stuff happen here. We were blabbing. I thought we were up to date here. Kittle. Just get Kittle. That's okay. I've been going really late tight end just because it hasn't felt like haven't been getting Kelsey. Kelsey goes like first round in this where I just they go quarterback. Okay, so Kenny didn't make it back, so we were right to at least get one right. Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm gonna. You know what? I kind of need the safer, so I'm gonna go Damian Pierce here if he makes it. I totally rank Scary Terry higher, but we're just like the Cowboys right now. We're draft. Okay, thank you for putting me out of my Terry McLaurin misery right there. Strandberger. It's a pretty good pick. Terry McLaurin in the 8th round is pretty good. Even given Sam Howell or Jacoby Brissett, it's probably better than Jacoby Brissett in that situation. But, all right, yeah, Damian. Maybe I'm overrating him. Maybe I'm hopeful that they take a quarterback in that case, so at least they have some more offense. But either way, he's the whole show versus who knows on Jahmyr Gibbs. I hope Jahmyr Gibbs makes it back. I'll take him in a heartbeat. Next, Isaiah Pacheco also on the radar here. He's a little lower. He can wait, although he probably won't make it back to me. Wide receiver does thin out a lot right here too. DJ Moore. Maybe I should have been looking there for the stack too, since I have Justin. I think that means I'm gonna try and take Cole Kmet later on. That'll be a nice plan / backup plan. Here's the other thing about tight end. I'm not in on like Dallas Goedert and Darren Waller right now. Like I'm just not. I don't know, Evan Ingram. Unless I have, I don't know. Those are all soups questionable. There goes Goddard right there in the 8th. I mean, it is what it is. But I am going to be more apt to be looking at running back, looking at wide receiver right here when there's Lockett, when there's Jameson Williams, Pittman. I don't know who his quarterback's going to be. They're the 4th option right now to get a quarterback, even though that may be sliding down a little bit with Houston maybe not taking a quarterback. That's not good for my Damian Pierce. I'm glad they got the Jameson Williams temptation out of there for me because that is tempting a little bit. Jahmyr Gibbs with the upside or Isaiah Pacheco and J.K. Dobbins with the job. Okay, Isaiah Pacheco. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on Gibbs. 9th round, that's solid value. Hopefully he goes to a solid team. That's one of the problems with doing it right now is that feels a little loose, right there with the Jahmyr Gibbs. But we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the talent. There goes, see, somebody else jumping on the talent. It also is where this is like what you're looking at in the middle is the middle part. The middle part here is the underdog ranks. And then I kind of left the Q out. The Q didn't fit the whole thing here, so my apologies. It doesn't all. This is me chopping it up so it looks right too, so you can actually see my team and see everything. Go down a little bit. You can see Calvin there. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get that straight so you can see everybody. Still no tight end. I'm kind of waiting until it's the Freiermuth Dawson Knox tier, and I'm going to draft like 4 of those guys, so we're okay there. And quarterback has thinned out a lot. Brock Purdy, he's still in the mix. Desmond Ridder, Mac Jones. I'm kind of more in on Mac Jones than I think probably most are, so we'll see kind of where that goes. But I think at this time, if a running back were to look, if Isaiah Pacheco makes it, if Brandon Ayuk makes it, I'm going to have to go there. Pickens. I'm in on Pickens a lot. I love George Pickens. He made a ton of catches, and I think that they're going to be better. So I'm probably thinking a lot about just George Pickens right there. And I'm also thinking of Brandon Ayuk. I might take Ayuk first. I don't have Kenny right now, so I don't know that Mac is going to make it back, but I think I'm going to just roll with 3, and then if one makes it back, like on the back side of that, maybe that's what I'll do. Because I kind of need a lot of things right now, and I'm not in a super position to just be willy-nilly with doing wild stuff with these picks right here. So let's hope it works out. I'm 5 picks away. There goes Cam Akers. I'm not as big, and then Hollywood Brown too. I'm not as big on Hollywood Brown right now. I worry a lot about this Kyler knee and all that. He's already squatting. I thought I read, but that still, I don't know. I don't like it. Same, and then Mike Evans, who's his quarterback? Is it Kyle Trask? Kyle Trask did not look good from what I saw. And then it's Baker, and Baker has a problem with his deep accuracy. And guess who really relies on the deep ball to be relevant these days? His name. Oh, there goes George. No, that probably means Ayuk's not going to make it to us too, because he's up at the top of these wide receivers here. I'm also into Traylon Burks. Okay, maybe Traylon. Maybe it's a little early, but we're going to look at it. We kind of get into the lame running backs here too, so it's probably a good idea to pull the trigger on one of the running backs right now. Oh, there goes Ayuk, of course. And then it speeds up as it gets to me, since all my dreams were just shattered. Let's see. And we are just immediately on the clock. Kadarius Toney? That doesn't hurt so bad when I say it out loud. I don't really want to go double rookie or... I was just complaining about Arizona, but this isn't a bad place to pull the trigger on James Conner. I'm gonna do it. And then if Traylon Burks makes it back, Brandon Cooks makes it back. Heck, Mac Jones makes it back. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I got a questionable quarterback situation. It does not hurt to grab that last starting quarterback. Oh, took Sam Howell for me. Thank you for that. So it's either Traylon. I really like the way that Traylon looked, even though I'm not so hyped on the guy that's throwing it to him. I wonder what the guys after me have going quarterback wise. A couple of twos there. A bunch of threes. And then, oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So, kind of in the middle. So, it looks like there's some twos there. So, Mac's probably not making it back. Purdy, probably not making it back. Let's get this. Okay, where are we? Crap, I'm losing it. Okay. Oh, crap, we are on the clock here, people. What happened? What the hell happened here? Okay. Oh, Traylon went. Okay. Brandon Cook's probably not going to make it back. Weird. I haven't been going for quarterbacks as much, but that doesn't hurt my feelings at all to get Mac right there in that round. So we'll see what my wide receivers end up looking like when it has I have a really classy upper class, and then it's going to look pretty gross in the middle there when it comes back to me here. So we'll hope that causes some panic in those two spots there, and they get Purdy, and they get Ritter, and they get Tannehill there, and that pushes some of these wide receivers down to me here, because I do probably going to have to force the issue. Of course, as I say that, there goes Gabe Davis. That's somebody I would have picked. Oh yeah, it definitely trails off in a big way after this, and we only have 3. Plus, we don't have a tight end, so that was a pretty questionable pick right there. But we did inspire a little bit of panic in one of them to get the quarterback. I bet that guy waits now to his next pick, because the other guys are pretty well quarterbacked. Yep, there goes Rashad Penny. That's a solid pick right now. I'm pretty good with Toney, Cooks, Dotson. Hopefully one of them makes it to me. Njoku, Freiermuth. This is where I'm starting to think about my first tight end. I'm going to spam that. And because I have some tight ends that I like later on that aren't getting respected right now. That's the only reason that I play it fast and loose with the tight end. There's Jahan Dotson. We're 7 picks away. Got 6 players in my queue, so they'll probably all go right here. We need that guy that only has 2 there to take Purdy. He's loaded up. Let's see what he's got going here. A-Rod Deshaun Watson is strong, so he's free to do what he wants there, I suppose. But what do we got? We got the 4-4-3. Okay. I might be the first one to get to 4 quarterbacks too. I may be overplaying the hand, but that does ensure that the Tua auto pick doesn't necessarily going to screw me there because oh crap, there goes Tony. We need we need all those wide receivers. We just need wide receivers to stick around here. Unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when you put yourself in these positions, but it is what it is. You know what else happened when Deshaun got in there is Njoku looked really strong. So I'm thinking Brandon Cooks first. That would be a big boon for us there. And then Njoku maybe? Okay, there goes Tannehill too. I told you. That's exactly how I thought that would go. That's funny. Looks like everybody's pretty... Oh, wow. Somebody's already has 7 wide receivers. That's where they all went. Oh, he's got a really... He only has one... He's going rogue here. He's only got one running back. That's pretty rogue. I like it. I like when somebody goes rogue in my draft a little bit just because I like seeing it, but that does create issues because like having Cortland Sutton as my 4th wide receiver does kind of hurt on the inside. Plus, I don't like seeing Herbert gone. Khalil Herbert, that is. All right, so wide receivers. Let's make sure I'm not missing somebody here. I could bust into the rookies, but we're so light. We're gonna take Cortland here. That's a reach, but we're gonna go for it. Doesn't look as bad. Calvin Ridley does seem a little rough right there, but it is what it is. Does take away the Njoku. Maybe we could have waited, but I don't think so. I think we needed to pull the trigger right there. I'm also worried about Michael Thomas right there. That does worry me. Odell's had a whole year to get over his whatnot, so maybe that's where they'll look. I do like that we got James Conner when we did there. That does kind of make me feel more comfortable playing it fast and loose with running back. Oh, I think I would... The question is, would I pick Odell first or would I pick Rashad Bateman first? I may not get a choice. Running back is really thinning out in a hurry. Ooh, Jamal Williams too. I don't hate that. Samaje Perine. I really like both those guys. But it's going to be a long time till I pick again. And not all these guys are tight-ended. I probably need to go ahead and pull the trigger. God, running back is going to be super thinned out. But I have 4 running backs. I mean, am I getting piggy here? And I only have 4 wide receivers. That's going to get really thinned out right here. Oh, and it's my pick right now. We got to do this. All right, so... What's wide receiver got? I got to get on this. On my horse. Oh, I think I just got picked for it, didn't I? Oh, good. All right. I did. I thought I hit Odell, but I wasn't sure. We'll go with it. I like that. You know, Odell is my 5th. I don't hate that at all. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be Lamar Jackson is the Baltimore quarterback, and I don't think that he's ever had somebody like Odell to throw to. Jamal was that Freiermuth. God dang it. I'm going to be so gross at tight end. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, I've got to take Cole. So Cole Kmet is my first tight end. Would definitely feel pretty gross, but we're just going to, you know, we're going to plow through it. Brian Robinson is on the mix right here for sure. There goes Rashad. I think Rashad will be the beta. Man, the fact that Brock Purdy made it this long definitely makes me feel like I made the wrong decision on Mac. I would have been just fine with Brock Purdy right there as insurance. But, oh well. I can't believe Baker Mayfield went before that. That's insane to me. Definitely taking Dawson Knox or Cole Kmet first when this happens. Then we'll talk about what happens after that. Might take both of them, like if they both make it around kind of thing. Just because I'm so gross at that position. And now I don't feel as exposed now that I went that double wide. The double wide receiver right there definitely made me feel better. But I would also relish the opportunity to take Zay Jones right here. That would be nice. Okay, good. Get Brian Robinson out of here so that I'm not tempted. Come on, Dawson. You can make it one more round, Dawson Knox. I don't know why I'm so hot for Dawson Knox, but we're doing it. Bam. All right, first tight end. Gross. Now, let's see what makes it back as far as wide receivers. Would it be weird to have Jimmy G and Jacoby Myers? Boy, if Jimmy G goes bad like he has a lot before, that would be awkward. Cole Kmet, I would definitely do that if he makes it just because of the stack. I think that would make a lot of sense. See if I get that chance. I'm glad they got Jacoby Myers out of my sight line because I was definitely thinking about it. Raheem Mostert is also in my thought process right now. He's you can just barely see him on the stream, but let's see. He kind of seemed to be the alpha to Jeff Wilson's situation in Jeff Wilson's situation, but let's see. Sorry, I know I've just been letting the team sit there. If you just got on, you can't see the whole thing now. I don't know how to fix that midstream, so my apologies. Yeah, you know what? Raheem Mostert be danged. Okay, now I don't feel pressure to do anything because I have some people, especially somebody I can stack with Mac Jones and Mike Gesicki. Really into Mike Gesicki late, like the fourth tight end kind of situation. So we'll think about that. Kenny Gainwell, he's kind of on my radar, but I'm not upset about that at all. Oh, dang, we're getting way down there on the stream thing here. Let's get that up. Tyler Boyd, I would be interested in that. I meant to have Joe Burrow there, I think, in my before I got auto picked. But hey, you know what? At least we got Cole Kmet. Oh, you know what? Darnell Mooney right there as well. I'm not opposed to that. You know, getting Okonkwo would be kind of sweet too. Of course, we talked about Raheem Mostert. Having him last the whole time would be good. Maybe we'll take the beta there, Zay Jones. Jeff Wilson. Alan Lazard also in the mix. I mean, Aaron Rodgers handpicked told them to bring him in. So that can't be nothing, even though they've got a lot more other weapons there. Definitely out on taking any other quarterbacks to this point. There goes Okonkwo, there goes Dulcich, there goes Lazard. Am I buying that Taysom Hill will get any play? No, not really. Jake Ferguson is the only tight end on the Cowboys, so he's definitely in my tight end mix. Let's see here. Definitely Raheem Mostert, then Tyler Boyd, then Jeff Wilson. We're 4 picks away. That's 3 players, so who knows if any of them will be left, but we'll cross our fingers. I don't know, Juwan Johnson, Higbee. Okay, maybe I would get into some Higbee right here. Is there any news on Higbee? 106 targets? Okay. You talked me into it as after Jeff Wilson if it doesn't make it. Okay, all right. There goes Taysom. See, Taysom was on my radar. That's good. It's good I was thinking correctly. I think I'm definitely taking Raheem Mostert here if he makes it, for sure. That would be a bossy 5th running back. I might leave it alone after that, too. Instead of a 6th running back, go for a 4th tight end. That's what I want. Come on. No. No. Don't you do it, Tall Day. You've been doing it to me all day with your... Whoa, what do you got going on here, buddy? Joe Burrow, Derek Carr, C.J. Stroud, Will Levis. That's not bad. Oh, God, he got a lot of rookies. This guy's really been doing his rookie homework. Like some Brees. Dang, he's got a lot of rookies there. All right, so both of them made it. Raheem Mostert. Would I have Tyler Boyded right there if that would have happened? I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so Tyler Boyd, Higbee, maybe. If that, we only got 2 on the board and we're 4 away. It goes Juwan Johnson. Not quite sure about that pick, but hey, you were kind of late here in the process to really be doing a whole bunch of second guessing of a whole lot of things. So we'll just let it slide. There goes Thielen. I was thinking about Thielen a little bit here. Why is everybody? I mean, Tyler Boyd has moments. He has big games, is what I would say about Tyler Boyd. Not a bad time for Kincaid right there. I do like that. But you know what? I would just love to add just one more veteran here. Got T. Higgins. You know what? Jamar Chase gets doubled one day, and that's a big day for Tay right there, even without the Justin Fields. So we're going for it. That makes our receivers Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, Odell Beckham Jr., and Tyler Boyd, Yahtzee. Oh, Hyatt. I had Hyatt on there. Okay, he was kind of up here, but that's okay. And the Cordarrelle. Oh yeah, we're kind of done at running back probably. I mean, things came out pretty good considering how long we waited. Nick Chubb, Damian Pierce, Gibbs, James Conner, Raheem Mostert. I put my stamp of approval on that for sure. What do we got going? Just tight ends. Let's see here. Higbee definitely the highest projected kind of. Gesicki kind of buried down here. I wonder if I can get away with leaving him alone and then doing something else here and then coming back around. I wonder. Let's see. So we're at 18, 19, 20. Did I just pick? I just did my 17. So I've got 3 more picks. That means if I'm going to do 2 more tight ends, then I only get 1 more wide receiver because I have the 4 quarterbacks. Let's see if Higbee makes it. No, you know what? I'm not going to. But see, I don't want to fall in love with my out of tune plays and then have them not work out. That being said, I definitely, if I want a tight end here, B. Kenny only has 1, and I bet he's eyeballing some of these. So, yeah, I'm watching you. I'm betting the real Abla whatever here is thinking about it too. Tight end. I'm calling it. You're doing it right here. Higbee. Dang you. If he does that, I'm for sure taking Mike Gesicki. Not risking it. Not risking it. Especially, the reason I'm not risking it is because I have Mac Jones, and I think they're going to have a connection. Mac likes to throw it up. Guess who likes to bring it down? Mike Gesicki. And I think it's one of those situations where they've been watching him for a long time, and they kind of finally have the ability to get him at a discount, and they're going to do something with him. So, yeah. Mike Gesicki, people. In these deep situations, don't you laugh. Don't you dare laugh. Michael, where's this thing at? I need this to be all the way at the top, people. Come on. What are we doing here? How did I get into the Leonard Fournette situation? Okay. Well, we did not call it. He took Tim Patrick. He's just going to push tight end. Higbee right in front of me. Right in front of mine eyes. It's all right. We'd already talked about the Gesicki. Mike Gesicki. All right. So who knows what this all is going to look like when I get to pick again for these last 2 picks. Question is it 2 wide receivers? Are there 2 wide receivers that are worth picking? Questionable. You know what I am thinking about, though? Richie James went to the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're going to think about that. Thinking about a fourth tight end. That could be where my Jake Ferguson play comes in. I'm also thinking about some Irv Smith. Gerald Everett factors in the game sometimes. Basically going to spam tight end. Oh, there goes Jake. Okay, somebody in the 19th round's thinking there. I'm also not opposed to Kendre Miller. Oh, Josh Downs. That's something I'm super thinking about. Okay. Josh Downs just moved up to, for sure, top of the situation here. There he is. Let's get Josh up here. Wandale, I'm kind of into that too. I'm interested. Wandale curious for sure. Not into Trey McBride, even in the slightest. Oh, there goes Josh Downs. That's definitely what I was going to do for sure. That's okay. It's all right. That just means that we're on it, people. I think I'm thinking about Wandale, Michael Gallup, Richie James. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Not as into Rondale. I'm just really skeptical of the Arizona situation, and I'm honestly already way too invested here. Let's see here. Also, I just checked my eBay, or I just got an eBay deal. We just paid for this draft. Thank you to the person that just bought the Texas Rangers jersey. Yeah. So, bam. Oh, there goes Wandale. Dang it. And then Wandale, then Rondale. All right, so this slate, Gallup would be a treat. Or you know what? Back in this with Irv or Gerald Everett would be a nice thing too. Let's look at these wide receivers, though. Hodgins, not into it. Hunter Renfrow. Ooh, we do already have Devontae and Jimmy G. That wouldn't be bad. I'm into that a little bit. Let's see here. Tyquan Thornton, also into that. Oh, Chase Claypool. They're going to give Chase Claypool some run. And I do have... okay, interesting. We're digging deep here, people. If you're... Oh, wait, this is round... Is this... Oh, wait, we only have one more pick. Okay, so... Oh, wait, did I pick Josh Downs? I did pick Josh Downs. Okay, wait a second. I lost it. Okay, great. Let's get out of this wide receivers, and let's hope that Gerald Everett makes it. If not, what are we talking? Hate Trey McBride. We already talked about that. What did Noah Fant do last year? Did he do anything? Kinda. Kinda gross. Hunter Henry? Are they going to run Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki? That's an interesting question. So now it's the question between... We have 7... This is the problem. Do we go... I definitely don't think we go 6 on the running backs when we don't know what kind of job Kendre Miller's going to get. We definitely don't go Zamir White. What is going on there? Good Lord. Josh Jacobs gets hurt. That's a great pick, I guess, but it feels like there's some other things we could be doing here, people. Kendre Miller right there. Oh, well. Guess he'll be mine, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm thinking more 8th because I'd rather spam running wide receiver. Oh, there goes Gerald. No! Gerald, why? Okay, so now the question is Dawson Knox, Cole Kmet, and Mike Gesicki enough? And as I say the words out loud, it doesn't feel like it. Ugh. But these are all so stupid garbage. There goes Kendre, too. You know what? Just talked about Noah. Oh, he did so horrible last year. I can't pull the trigger. You know what? We're going to hope that Bryce Brings Hayden Hurst along for the ride. Yeah, that's just like a random pick at the end. Hayden Hurst, we're doing it. Giddy up. And we did it, people. We made it through a whole draft. Hopefully it looked good. Hopefully you could hear me. Sorry if I didn't address your comment. I'm swamped talking and going through this and all that, so my apologies. I'll have to get better about that. But hopefully the new format looks good. I hate that the very first part got messed up. Let's take a look at the first. Now that it's like finishing up. Let's go back. Okay. Let's see if I can pick. Oh. So it's going to show us the teams. I want to look at all the teams here. Did I come up short in wide receiver? Nah. Not with what happened there. I'm feeling good about it. Didn't really get very stacked, but that's okay. Alright, so Patrick, Josh Allen, Justin. And I got Justin. There is kind of a drop off there. I much prefer to be like back here and get Herbert or Burrow, although it wouldn't have got it there. Would have. Let's look at these other teams. That's what I want to do. So we got Patrick. Oof. Jordan Love, Sam Howell, Mike White. That is not good. But I mean, hey, look at his dang Austin Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White. That's pretty impressive right there. And then, okay, so there's a distinct drop-off in class when it comes to his wide receivers there. But that's all right. Okay, interesting. And then definitely did not get enough because who knows what's going to happen with those tight ends. So, okay, not loving that team, but interesting. Interesting. This is more traditional. This is more picking quarterbacks up front. That's all three of your first picks being quarterbacks, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, big time. Oh, God, and he definitely came up short in tight end. Oh, you can't see the very bottom what I'm seeing here. But anyway, he's got Tyler Conklin as the third tight end there. His wide receivers are pretty good, though. He got a bunch of good ones there. It's more bulk, right? He got bulk on all those, and he got some good rookies. But he came up really short in running back for sure. Like, that's not great. But, I mean, these running backs could get, these three rookies right there could get some run there. So, okay. Reserve judgment on that one. Colts fan. Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson, Trey Lance is a pretty bossy trio. I like that. Tony. He picked Tony right when I was thinking about Tony. David Montgomery, Dobbins. Joe Mixon could be big if he makes it. A.J. Dillon, Fournette. That's not a bad 6 running backs right there. I don't hate that at all. And then a pretty good set up front with the wide receivers. Don't love the tight ends, but Njoku Ingram isn't terrible necessarily. And I don't love his second part of the draft wide receivers, but okay. Let's see here. There's us. We already went through that. Joe Burrow, Derek Carr, C.J. Stroud, Will Levis is pretty strong. I like that. Very rookie heavy on this guy. We already said. Oh, he kept going too. Got some good values. I mean, he got some good values. Those guys could get into some stuff, but there could also be some very backup situations there. So I don't know. It's a lot to be determined on old Tall Day there, but interesting. This guy took a lot from me, and I didn't appreciate it. Herbert, Geno, Matt Stafford, Purdy gives me a run for my money. When it comes to quarterback. Tua, Fields, etc. Saquon, Etienne. I mean, that to get that and then what is it? So it's Geno, Stafford. That's kind of later, but it's still good. And then Purdy lasted a long time. He got a really good value on that. I like the running backs he got there. He came up a little short, maybe in wide receiver, especially. He got 7 like me, but still. And then he got Kelsey though too. That's pretty sweet. And then he ended up getting Everett pretty late to fill out the 3. That's not bad. Like that team. Strandberger. Muscle man. What did we do here? Oh, very running back heavy. We see that a lot. I see that sometimes where somebody went super running back. Let's see. Dak, Kenny, Riddler. That's not bad. Or Ritter, whatever. Riddler. I'm into it. He got Miles at a really good spot. Samaje. Those are all guys I like. But Devin and Michael, and then to only have Taysom Hill and TJ feels a little strong. Like I wish he'd have gone one more tight end there, but that's kind of nitpicky, I guess. And if Brees goes out again, if Dameon Pierce goes out, my team would be screwed. But he'd have Devin Singletary, CeeDee Lamb, Waddle, Pittman, Ayuk, Cooks, Mooney. That's strong. That's pretty strong. It's not a bad team at all. Not a bad team at all. They'll be in somewhat contention, maybe. This guy. Deshaun, Aaron Rodgers, Tannehill, not bad. Najee, Aaron Jones, Rashad. It came up a little short at running back, and then took some flyers on some guys that don't have teams yet, but that's okay. We're early in the offseason. This guy took Pickens from me. That hurt. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a really solid set of wide receivers. Don't know about. And then did he only get one? And then one tight end. Very bold. Don't think that's solid strategy, but hey, very interesting. Not good strategy. We're gonna assume that something happened on that end, and he forgot to take more than one tight end. Because at least even your one tight end has a bye, right? That's just a 0 for that week. But hey, we'll hope that one extra running back outscores somebody at some point. Lamar Jackson, Goff, Anthony Richardson, Baker Mayfield. That's pretty strong, especially if Anthony Richardson gets himself a team to quarterback this year. But if he doesn't, that could hurt. But still, it's pretty good. Kenny Walker, Swift, Pacheco, and then extreme fall off isn't great. Like Roschon Johnson, probably not going to have a team to himself, right? So, but the top 3 pretty strong, so it's covered. I'm betting that this is where he spent his money. You got Andrews and then a Okongwu later on. That's good, but still would have liked to see one more tight end when there's so many. But he's going to spam wide receiver. Kupp, Debo, then Mike Evans. He kind of got this nice middle class here with Mike Evans, Jahan Dotson, Tony. The Dotson-Tony, I like that a lot better. And then Dobbs and Valdez-Scantling. I'm not noticing a lot of good stacking to go along with this, so that helps. 9 wide receivers on that one. Don't hate that team at all, so I'm on board with that. And then the last one, K. Davey. What do we got here? Trevor Lawrence, Bryce Young, Kyler Murray, and then Jacoby. I don't hate the Jacoby play late. That means you did some other good things. Whew. Running back falls off pretty hard, even though Alexander Madison, I've been thinking about he could be a steal because the Vikings could get rid of him at any point. Jamar Chase, Garrett, Kirk, Hollywood, Elijah, Quentin Johnson, Alan Lazard with the nice 3 little tight ends. This team is strong. What's the quarterbacks again? Hope he screwed up quarterback. No, he didn't screw up anything. This team is really strong. Wide running back, maybe that's a little weak on his team, but when you have Derrick Henry, that's going to take up one of the spots, and then you assume that this wide receiver core is going to take up your flex spot, and then you got 4 quarterbacks for the super, even though who knows what's going to happen with Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett. That's what I've got for today. It's Taylor McLean with the Roundtable Sports Podcast. Appreciate your time. Have a great